Right, so you'll probably know that I've got the heat pump on the wall there, and I had some pipes there last time you saw. Now those pipes are live. I think you can probably hear on the audio the water flowing through. Yeah. Got a one-way valve there, I'll talk about that in a second. And that's going down into my installation here that I'm quite chuffed with now. Just running it off the mains for the time being because I was experimenting. But you can see down there, there's the flow pump, the central heating pump. And that's taking that up through the heat exchanger and back down to the outlet. So that's the outlet here. That goes to the return on the pull. That one down there is the skimmer. And you can see I've done a little trick there that I wouldn't recommend people doing because it's quite time consuming, but I've kind of grafted that piece of PVC pipe into there. It's saved an enormous amount of space, which is great, but now I've achieved what I set out to do, which is the two pumps are independent. So at the moment that's running off the central heating pump. That's about 30 watts, and if you compare that to the, well, it's rated at 275, but if it's loaded heavily, which it is through the filter, then you're talking about 450 watts or whatever. Well, why would I want to drive a main filtration pump when 20 minutes of filtering and that's clean the pool out, when all I want to do is run the heater? And of course the heater only takes 500 watts on its own, so I need an independent pump. And you saw that last time in the video I made last time. Well, now it's actually running, but now what I can do just quickly is well, no, I won't actually. I'll just show you what's flowing back into the pool. I think you can see it. There's some bubbles there, but you can see some ripples on the side there. I'm not going to do it, but if I put my hand over the end, obviously that would squirt up in the air. But you can see water flow there, and that's about 1.5 to 2 tons an hour going into there, and that's been through the heat exchanger. Now, if I now quickly turn on the main pump, just do one-handed, there we go. So there's the main pump away, look, had a little bit of air in it, but you can soon clear that. But you'll notice that the central heating pump is still running at the same time. They're both flowing in the same direction, so now probably I've got about 6 tons. No, what is it? 10, 11, I've probably got about 12 tons of water going through the filtration unit per hour now. As you can see, it's just knocking a bit of air out there, but it's a lot more powerful, like so. But what I want to be able to do is what I'm going to do now, that, well, quite simply, I can turn off the filtration pump, and you can see. Well, you can hear more than see. You can see the central heating pump still working. So it's saying 3.4 cubic metres. It's still reacting from before because I had the main pump on. There you go, it's going to go down 30 watts at the moment. So nice installation. Just draw back a bit. Nice installation, nice and compact. How do I winterise it? I just undo those 2 bolts there and the whole lot drains back, provided I turn that tap on. Now what's that tap for? Well, obviously the water doesn't go up there on its own. So you need to prime the whole system, and I had to do that anyway. But now it's really easy because all I do is turn the central heating pump on, take that pipe off there and suck on the pipe, and as soon as I get a mouthful of water I turn the tap off, connect it back up, and the whole thing is completely primed for the rest of the season. So I could replace the my mouth with some kind of pump, but my mouth works most of the time. So nice bit of work gone on there. I think I'm really quite chuffed the way that's gone in there. Breakthrough was getting that central heating pump upright, and now you can see it doesn't look a lot different to what it did before. Couldn't test the heat today because it's I think it's about 2 degrees outside at the moment, and that doesn't switch on till 8, so 8 degrees before it'll work. But you can pump water through it. Okay, absolutely splendid piece of work, and all of it's just in that box, which I quite like. Any of my viewers want a schematic of what I've done there, I'll draw one for them. But it's pretty straightforward, but it is quite unusual. Not many people would have done this, because not many people are trying to conserve the energy that you would normally use for filtration pumping. Remember, what I'm doing here is I just want to drive enough water through the pool, or through the heat exchanger, to heat the pool. So 90% plus of the time that will be running without the filter on, but heating. And as soon as I want to cleanse the pool, obviously I just turn the main pump on as I did before, and then I'm pumping 10, 11 cubic meters an hour through the filtration unit. Okay, bye for now.